Following on from yesterday's announcements by the Prime Minister to lift Plan B measures, I spoke to consultant ENT surgeon Dr Tony Hinton and asked him what he thought about the timing of the move.
I think the lifting of the Plan B is certainly mainly political. In fact, if we go back to when the Plan B measures were brought in, there was really no reason to bring the Plan B measures in. At that point, myself and lots of other medical doctors and scientists were saying if we looked at what was happening in South Africa, it was quite clear that Omicron was less severe than Delta. And Omicron was a good thing, not a bad thing, because it's pushed out Delta. And I think what's happened is that Boris Johnson has seen that the only way to save his premiership going forwards was to lift these measures as soon as possible.
The scrapping of face masks in schools as from today and the scrapping of face masks from next week. But a lot of people have expressed concern saying that it's too early. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I've always argued that face masks make very little sense in any medical logic way at all. There's only one large randomised controlled trial of face masks that was done in Denmark, 3,000 people in each group, and people in the face mask group were given a new box of face masks each day to be changed every few hours and taught how to use them properly. And even under those stringent circumstances, the face masks made no difference in reducing COVID.
COVID passes will also go. And in your view, why do you think the COVID passes were introduced?
I don't think there's any medical reason for COVID passports. As soon as we knew that vaccinated and unvaccinated people could equally catch COVID and pass it on, there was no logic to the passports. And remember, this is a vaccination passport. All it shows is you're on the list of people that have been vaccinated. It doesn't show you're immune. You can be immune, but never have been vaccinated because you've caught COVID. And that will apply to lots of NHS staff that are currently looking at being fired.
On the aspect of the vaccine mandates for the NHS staff, that's still set to come into force in April. Do you think that will go ahead?
I think the vaccine mandates for the NHS will probably be stopped because they're going to lose too many staff. But I think what's likely to happen is they'll leave it so late before they finally capitulate and stop it that already lots of staff will have made other arrangements and decide to leave. So they'll end up with the worst in both worlds.